The next part today is being able to determine if a relation is a function. Now the question comes up of what is a function? We've talked about evaluating them already. A function is simply a relation that being a function if each value in the domain is mapped to only one number in the range. Now I know this looks confusing from the picture because A, B, and C all go to 2. But A goes to 2, B goes to 2, C goes to 2. A only goes to one value, B only to one value, and C only to one value. Now on the other hand, this next one is not a function because each value in the domain is mapped to more than one number in the range. In our case here, we have a domain of 2, and 2 maps to A, to B, and to C. Therefore, making it not a function because it maps to more than one value. And we're going to talk about what this looks like in a little bit with relationship to a picture of a graph. Now remember, although a single input cannot be mapped to more than one output, as is the case in this second example, 2 or more different inputs can be mapped to the same output, which is the case here. So if we take a look, we're going to talk about this vertical line test. And the vertical line test is how you will be able to tell if a relation is a function when it comes to a graph. So if a vertical line passes through more than one point on the graph in a relation, the relationship is going to have more than one point with the same x-coordinate. Therefore, the relation is not a function. So if it passes the vertical line test, as is the case in this left-hand picture, where no matter where you draw the vertical line, it only hits the graph at one point, it's a function. Whereas in this second one, we have some spots where it doesn't hit the graph at all, and other spots where it hits it twice. Therefore, it is not a function. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use this vertical line test to determine if the relation is a function. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create 4 points. Oops, I'll undo that. Oops, go ahead and keep going here just a second. So I'm going to create some points here so that way I don't have to worry about making these later. So I've got my 4 points. I have to map at 2, 3. So go over 2, up 3. I have 3, 1. Over 3, up 1. Over 5, down -6. 2, 4, 6. And 6, 4. So as you can tell, if I were to take my pen and draw a vertical line, no matter where I draw my vertical line, I only run into one point. So therefore, I would be able to say that this is a function. Let's take a look at another couple of examples. So this next one, I'm going to go back here for a second. And it's not going to work, so never mind. And once again, I'm going to make a point. And I'm going to go ahead and graph these at 3, -1, 4, 5, 5, 2, and 5, 0. So as you can see, if I start making my vertical lines, I'm good here, I'm good here, and here, oh, I go through 2 points. Go through a point here and a point here with the vertical line, which means if I connected those points in any way, they would have a line that would go through 2 x values of the same one to mapping to 2 different y values, therefore making this not a function. Now if we look at this next one, I've got 2 more here. I'm going to go ahead and draw my vertical lines. I can see that no matter where I draw my lines, I'm only going to go through 1 point. That makes this function. And if I look at this next one here, start drawing my vertical lines, and right away I see I hit the graph at 2 different places, therefore making this not a function. So therefore it's as simple as that. Now your job is to go ahead and complete these problems, which you can find in the notes for tomorrow, and bring them with you to class.